Well, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention sounding the Ebola alarm, this time for U.S. airlines. They have a new set of guidelines telling the airlines to treat all bodily fluids like they are infections. To former Secret Service agent Dan Bongino, who says that's all the more reason to ban air travel from countries with any Ebola cases. So you're just arguing the better part of valor and safety is don't even allow flights, right?
Yeah, just for now, Neil. I mean, obviously, we're not talking about anything permanent, but right now we have what appears not arithmetic growth, but geometric growth of the infections. And those, keep in mind, Neil, those are just reported infections. You know, if we're going to triage international issues right now, this is a pretty important one, and we have to take this very seriously and at least temporary flight restrictions until they can at least stabilize the infection rate and hopefully see it start to decrease.
All right, but do you worry as a former Secret Service agent creating needless panic?
You know, Neil, that's really not an issue in the United States. Even when you look at, you know, disasters, terrorist attacks post 9/11, the United States, the folks here, you know, we're pretty calm. You haven't seen much panic about Ebola here, and I think we're pretty reasonable. Our healthcare system's pretty resilient, and you certainly don't want to, you know, unnecessarily scare people. But listen, let's be honest, this is a very real threat here. You have a disease that has a 70% fatality rate. I mean, having come home with a really dangerous disease from Panama, you know, dengue fever, myself, when I was with the Secret Service, you know, this stuff is really dangerous. It's very real, and it's not panic. It's just common sense.
You know, speaking of the Secret Service, you don't mind my picking your brain a little bit on what you make of these latest intrusions and problems with the Secret Service and the one guy who literally got into the residence. What do you make of that?
Yeah, Neil, there's no way to put lipstick on this one, and I don't think the Secret Service even tried. They basically came out, and their statement was very important. There was one line of it that everyone should pay attention to. They said the location of arrest.